thought you were going straight. Don't go another way when I've seen you. Oh, fuck. I know I'm technically in the wrong there, but I do feel like that was a breach of trust. I'm Tom Walker, and I'm the head of 07 Industries, Europe's greatest trucking company. From our base in beautiful Helsinki, me, Eva, Jan, and Saskia, my 3 employees, take on jobs all across Europe. And also I stream on Twitch, and people can yank the wheel left or right for bits. Welcome to Truck. Left! I'm in a maudlin mood tonight. It's, it's not maudlin. Maudlin means you're like sad and wistful. I'm just ready to doubt everything. All right, welcome everybody to Truck. Now, we have some stuff to tend to. For one thing, and I think we all know this, we have a new employee to welcome in to the crew. Are you guys excited to see Cathy C, the employee that we hired last, I wanted to say episode, but I feel like that really overestimates what we are bringing to this particular medium. This last trough full of content that you greedily slopped up, we hired a wonderful new employee whose name was Cathy C. All right? That is what we're going to get to first. Let's check in on her. Okay. All right. Jan, my man. Hello. What can I do for you, Tom? Jan, my man. Jan, who I am a fan of. Jan, have you seen our new employee named Cathy C? Cathy? No, she has not been around. In fact, the only thing that I see when I look over to where she should be is the sofa that I cannot see behind myself. Okay, well, thanks. Have you seen anything at all? Actually, yes, I did hear a commotion over by your desk. All right, let's check that out now, gang. Let me just see under here and... No, rummage. Oh, okay. Let's hold that close to the camera. Popped out. Back in a sec. Call if you need anything. Cathy C from work. Well, I guess we don't... I guess we could use some information, so I'm just going to go ahead and... I'll just go ahead and check in on Cathy.
Hello, you've reached Cathy. I can't get to the phone right now, but you know what, do? Go ahead and leave a message.
Wow, you can tell why they call her One Take Cathy. Oh, sorry. Cathy, hello. Give me a call if you get this. It's your boss, Tom. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get to the meat of the matter here. We took out a 400,000 euro loan. We have not been able to reach Cathy, so I'm going to go ahead, because we do not have a set use for this money, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this to you. I'm going to let you guys decide how we use this money. Do we return the money, or do we buy a Scania? I think that returning the money is probably the most financially responsible decision we could make here. So, what I have done is I have made conspiring against return the money harder to do by having the options be return the money, buy a Scania, buy an Iveco, buy a Volvo, or buy a DAF. Hopefully splitting the vote. What will you do with the leftover cash after purchasing a truck? I don't know. I think we don't have any use for it, really. We could buy another garage, but I don't really have one picked out. I guess the move is to just buy a truck and then... I mean, the move is to return the money. And thank you, everybody, for making your voices known. 92 votes, 60% of the turnout has gone to buy a Scania. But I think before we buy a Scania, I think we're going to go ahead and do a very short job delivering some computer processors, just because I think that would be nice. We're making 399 euros on this. Hey, Jonathan, how are you? Left! Thank you, Scott Dev, for the left turn. Headlight usage offense. Of course. It is, after all, 6 a.m. What's happening right now is I think I am being squashed by my own cargo. You can see it there digging into the lower back of the truck. I hate to do this. This is a bad way to start. Okay, it is going to be a quick job. Look, we are literally driving around the block. I probably shouldn't be engaging the parking brake as much as I do when I corner. I don't think actual truckers do that. I think that's widely frowned upon, to be trying to drift your way around corners or whatever I'm trying to do. Left! No. Well, that's all the profit we were going to make from this job. 400 euros from a crash offense. Yes. Sorry about the noise, everybody. Oh, we did it. Oh, we made whatever 400 minus 296 is. We made that 104. We made 100. We made. Wait, no, we didn't make that. We lost 104. Okay, everybody, it's time to visit our friends over at Scania. I'm going to go ahead and visit beautiful Stockholm. Don't have an actual opinion on Stockholm. Have no idea what it's like. Hoping it's beautiful, but honestly won't be offended if it isn't. I mean, this is such a gorgeous truck. I think that's the only one we have to go with. Let's customize its configuration. It's a darling little fellow. Oh. Wow. This sucks. That's a 2009 truck? Well, I don't want a fucking old truck. Get me out of here. Turkish flag metallic. Wings of night. It's hard to turn down spooky truck. What a Cathy C's taste. Well, if we could get her on the phone, I'd know. But as is, I truly do not know. Let's see what we can add here. Ica. Ica looks rough. Straight up Pokemon just hanging out. Isn't this like a dead ghost? I mean, that does fit with the spooky vibe. Oh my lord, there's so many options. Okay, we got to get out of here. I'm just going to spend the entire fucking stream looking at this. 60 euros for Pac-Man? Tell them they're fucking dreaming. All right. 269,000 euros. I think it's perfect as it is. It has something to appeal to everyone. Let's do it. I mean, Cathy, we have not been able to lock her down just yet, but let's go ahead and give her that truck. I think Jan needs a new truck. Yeah, you're right. You know what? That truck immediately got assigned to Cathy. I'm thinking that maybe we need to shuffle them around and give that one to Jan, our top earner. There we go. Cathy now has the truck that has the most miles on it of any of them. Hasn't showed up, so maybe she will be driving it at some point. But who's to say? Oh, I thought you were going straight. Don't go another way when I've seen you. Oh, fuck. I know I'm technically in the wrong there, but I do feel like that was a breach of trust. You can't remember which one of those is less than or more than? Jack, you can remember it by thinking of it as, uh-oh. Greater than is the one... Oh god, please let me explain one thing. The thing that has the big end pointing at you is greater than the thing with the little end. Here's one that I actually do find useful in remembering the difference between a psychiatrist and a psychologist. And this one you'll actually use if you remember it, and you will. Think of it as in you're falling off of a log versus falling out of a tree. Okay? If you're falling off of a log, you probably don't need medicine. But if you're falling out of a tree, you probably need medicine because that's a further way to fall. So that's a nice way to remember. Psychiatrist has a tree in it. And so that means that psychiatrist is the one that gives medication. And a psychologist that has log in it. So that's like falling off a log. They don't give you medication for that. That's so convoluted, but it sticks. You don't need to remember anything else. You just need to remember log and tree, which you already knew, and remember psychologist and psychiatrist. Tom, you made me dumber. You're so proud of this. It's worked for me multiple times. Like a few times Demi has been like, I can't remember which one. And I say to her, well, remember the tale of the log and the tree. And she gets annoyed at me. She doesn't like that. But if you fall off a log, you don't need medicine for that. You might need medicine for other stuff. For example, if you fall out of a tree, and then fall off a log afterwards, you probably need medication for the tree injury. But the log injury is... I mean, it's nothing comparatively to the tree. You need medicine for coming up with this. It'll help. If this does help you, you have to say, because even now you're thinking to yourself, this is so stupid. That's so stupid and that will never help me. It's getting into your head. And it'll help you at some point. And you'll be so fucking mad. I'm going to mispronounce psychologist because of you now. Yeah, psycholog. It's got a log in there. What if I don't remember log or tree? Well, I guess, I mean, then you're lost to me. I don't know. I can't help you with that one. I'm sorry. I cannot believe we didn't get fined for that. Sorry, man. If I get crushed by a log, you're saying I don't... No, I'm saying if you fall off of a log, you probably... And don't take... This is not medical advice. Your mileage may vary. This is not medical advice. I'm not a licensed medical professional. There's a plane. You're all going to be so mad when this helps you. You're all going to be so mad. I imagine any kid that sat next to Tom in school had an immediate drop in their grades. No. I was an improvement. I was a huge source of pride to my school. This is a smart thing I said, and now you guys are making it dumb by having me continue to discuss it. Harderpack is asking me to explain again. I feel like I'm falling for a trap, but I'll do it. A psychiatrist can prescribe you medication, and you can remember that by being like, if I fell out of a tree, I'd need medication. So tree is in the middle of the word, but if you fell off a log, you wouldn't need medical attention. And I mean, you might. I don't know. It's based on averages. This is gonna help. It's useful, and you're all gonna be so mad when it helps. Left.
Trying to crash us out of this bit.
Oh my god. Anyway, this is probably one of the smartest things I've done. Someone in this chat is gonna fall out of a tree and break a limb, and this is all they're gonna think about. Yeah, and it'll help them remember who to go to discuss that feeling. Not the feeling of pain, but like the feeling of, you know, getting over the trauma of falling out of a tree, getting back into the tree, getting back into the getting back at a horse. Is this really not making sense? This is how I think. This is the only way I've found to make stuff like stick in my memory is to do things like this. Ooh, boat. Tom doesn't have a memory palace. He has a memory log. Everybody hates my useful log tip. It is useful. Right. Thank you very much. Okay, well that was a helpful shortcut, and now we're back on this little clover. This will be okay. Do I have any other handy tips? Honestly, and this is no joke, I think the psychologist thing is the only piece of advice I have. Tom, how would you remember the difference between an astronomer looks at stars through a telescope and an astrologer predicts the future with star signs? Okay, I think how I would remember that, and this is going to make people mad, I can tell. Oh, you're all going to be so fucking mad at me. But I would think of someone sitting on a log and looking at the stars and how useful that would be, which is not very. And then I think, oh, if you want to know the names of the stars, you have to look closer at them. And so with that, I would remember that you'd have to get closer to the stars, and that would be an astronomer. It's all logs. Well, the word log is in a lot of these words, and that's the thing that stands out. Did you wake up this morning thinking, I'm going to piss off everyone in my chat tonight? I brought this up thinking that everyone would be like, oh, this is actually kind of helpful. Got anything for barrister and barista? I think barista sounds more fun. So that would be my tip, is that a barista is someone you see and you know you're in for a good time. Job finished. Ah! Good work. Log time. Boy, if you fell off these, you'd be just fine. In the form they are now. Hey, Tom, does this mean that every profession that ends in ologist uses your log theory? Yes. Ooh, ecologist and economist. Okay, well, the ecologist is interested in things under the log, whereas economist is interested in things that aren't near the log at all, like money and stocks and so on. You'll find an ecologist near log, but the economist, no log at all. Me looking at this many logs, activating this many sense memories, it's like I'm becoming Lucy from the movie Lucy. Knowledge just flowing into me. Unprecedented. And a lot of you won't ever access that, and I'm sad. What about archaeology versus anthropology? They both have log, but maybe the logs can be different. Okay, so anthropology could have like a bunch of old scratchings on it. Like it's had some ant heroes. Ant heroes. Living like little like Dark Souls notes to each other, you know, like Tritongue Butthole or whatever, or, you know, here the real demon souls begins or whatever. And then archaeology is just an old dusty log. Again, I don't know that I'm ever in danger of... Oh my god, I forgot about it, that it's raining. I'm sliding all over the road. What are my thoughts on log, the mathematical formula? I genuinely do not know what it is. I genuinely have no idea. I know it's a button... Here, you know what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got a pretty solid understanding of. I'd be confident with myself handling those. Same with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And this adds a decimal point. So that's all good. I think this is square root or to the power of. And this is a percent. I don't know why you would hit this. Tom, what are we talking about? I'm just... I thought it's a calculator. Now, fancy calculator. Okay, so here... I know brackets. Brackets are related to the order of operations. I have no idea what any of these buttons do. This is pi, actually. I know what pi does. Pi just generates the value of pi, which is 3.14, etc., etc. But this shit, I have no idea what it does. And mode... I don't understand. Maybe it fucking, I don't know, pulls the wheels in and like chucks some floaties out and just goes out onto the water or something. Like it's amphibious and it switches between land and water modes. Fuck this. I'm voting for Bounce Patrol. Please don't vote for Bounce Patrol. Oh, vote for Tom. If you're an actor member. For those of you who don't know, I am for some reason nominated for an actor award, which is not a real award, but if we get shortlisted, they'll have to pick a clip from the stream to play on the award event. And I really want that to happen. My Tide 5 on calculators is really coming along. Yeah, with the help of a calculator, I might even get it to 4. A lot of boos from people. Just immediately. Haha, bored. Jesus Christ. Here's something to fix your boredom. Look, it's the calculator from before, but now you can look at it and think to yourself, $59. 59 is, I shouldn't say this. This is how I internalize it. This is bad. I didn't intentionally think this. This is just what pops into my head. The thing that pops into my head when I think of 59 is if what happened to JFK didn't kill him, and then he and Jackie O had celebrated by giving each other mutual oral at the hotel or whatever they were going to. I think about it every time I see the number. Every single time. It's bad. Every time I just picture him. He's still in the suit, blown out of the back of his head. Why though? I don't know. Why? Why anything? What made you make that connection? Because it's like 59 looks like 69. Except one of them has the back of their head blown out. Now I'll never be able to see the number 59 normally again. Yes! And hey, if you want any help with that, if you need medication, then you should go to a psychiatrist. And you know how I remember that. What is it like in your head? It's okay. Tom's brain is just rattling with logs. Yeah, it's kind of like this. No, my head's like, what's 79? You're gonna get mad at me if I answer, but it's someone sucking a nose. An analogy for 53? If I picture 53, it's someone with like broken glasses and a mustache. Are you saying the 9 is the mouth? No, I'm saying there's someone like, you know, curled up, but they're sucking a big nose. Is 89 somebody that's just two heads? No, 89 is 89 is someone wearing a tight belt and someone sucking them off. This is normal. Once you think of 69 and you're like, oh, okay, so 69 is like two people sucking each other off. Don't you then like think of don't you all see the other numbers through that lens as well? Or am I alone here? This is how my brain works. You're not alone, but you're not the same. Okay, fair enough. But if you like picture 11, 11 is legs. Yeah, this is from, Kakatak is right. This is from when I did bingo. I ran bingo for like, I don't know, a while at uni as a job. And so that gave me, like, I just thought about numbers. I thought about numbers, but not in a math sense. I thought about like two numbers at a time because I had to like say something about every single one of them. So 83, that's a guy with mustache and glasses. Who needs ink blots? Okay, yeah, well, yes, it is just, fuck. Okay, it is just, oh no, everything. Oh, 2d10s is a Rorschach test. Fuck, that's bad. Excellent. That's huge. That is huge. 5 grand in the bank. Let's see what this inkblot test of ours is. Ugh. This is bears high-fiving. Memorizing this image. I thought of it as two ladies going, woo. That is the devil. It's like a dragon coming out of an explosion that it's caused. A hand giving itself 2 separate thumbs up on either side. 2 beavers going to work. This one's too much. That's how I would describe that one. No! I won't. Whatever. That sucks. Let's find another job. We learned a lot about your brain. Those are like normal answers. How is David? David's good. We are constantly in the battle of him wanting food. You know what David wants? He doesn't want to eat the food. He wants the food on the floor. And then once you put the food on the floor, that's the battle won for David. And then he will go ahead and ignore that food for as long as possible until it is all dried up and disgusting. And then he will want different food put on the floor. As far as I can tell, this fucking cat eats the same way that like old gods do. Where you'd have to just burn the offering. He's just inhaling the air off it as it evaporates slowly on the floor. I can tell you, here's my favorite thing to do with David. I was about to say this is normal, but that goes without saying. So the thing I do with David is I give him his food. I put it in a little bowl, right? And then I do a trick, which I refer to as giving the food to him Tom style. Which is, I put the food down, and then I walk to where David is. I find him somewhere in this palatial expanse, and I pick David up, and I walk him over to the food, and then I place him down directly in front of the food. And what happens is David will be placed slowly down in front of the food. We'll stand there for 1 second and then look down at the food and then just be like, and it is the most satisfying thing in my day. Oh, I have a new mail. I need a truck to work, says driver Cathy C. Hi, boss. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been sitting in Helsinki without work for 3 days now. I'm getting pretty annoyed because I need money to pay my bills and I can't make any if I'm just dawdling here with no job in sight. Please get me a truck in the next 2 days so I can start delivering. Otherwise, I will have no choice but to leave you. I mean, this can't be... Fuck. Hi, are you there?
Hello, this is Cathy C. Is this Tom?
Yes, it's Tom. Cathy, what the fuck?
What? I've been sitting here with no work for 3 days with no truck.
Well, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I thought you'd given you one. I thought I'd given you one.
If you think you gave me one and it's kicking around the garage...
I do think that. Here, let me get just... Iveco Stralis, Volvo FH Classic. You dipshit, you have a truck! Cathy, what are you doing?
I'm not a dipshit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a dipshit.
I should think you didn't.
Tom, I think maybe you've assigned a truck that someone else is using.
I didn't say that.
No, I was reading the chat. It doesn't look like it. Cathy, I'm going to leave this with you. If you can get a job in the next however long, let me know, okay?
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess I'll sit here, and then if, I need you to know this, if I don't get to work in the next 2 days, I will quit.
All right, that seems unreasonable but fair, if that makes sense. You had such high hopes for Cathy. I did have high hopes for Cathy. I've given her a truck. As far as I can see, it's assigned to her, and she has gone from resting to idle, which sounds like the same thing except without the positive connotation of resting. But hopefully something will happen. What a manager completely fails to assign their staff a suitable workload and then blames them for it. Well, listen, I think she's going to do fine. We've given her a truck. We've given her all the tools, aka a truck. Cathy is well equipped to deal with the situation should she get into the truck at some point. Your training is not sufficient. Yeah, I forgot the introductory bit where I show her where a truck is and show her how to use the door to get into the truck. I was thinking of a time when I was in school where I was doing this, I was doing a play because I wanted to, I don't know, I guess make friends, I don't know, or whatever. Wanted to do a play. So I did this play and I passed by this, like, these two people as we were walking around for rehearsal, and I remember I said to them, "Hey, Belinda. Hey, Mark." And they said, "Hey, man." And I kept walking. And I was happy because I was like, the thing that I'd got in my head was like, I was going to remember people's names to show that I was, you know, I had the capacity for conversation. You know, I wanted to make friends. So I was like, okay, well, cool. That way I don't want to be caught like being like, I don't know who that guy is or whatever. But then I was walking away and I just heard one of them go to the other one, "Who is that guy?" And the other one said, "I don't know, but he knows everyone's name." Just this moment of me going like, oh, it has not been working. Uh-oh. Get a load of name guy. Exactly. Just this like pudgy little like 14 or 15-year-old going, you would have reacted the same as a teen. I just remembered, I'm sure this was wrong. I think maybe our sex ed teacher in school was like, hey, just if you don't have a condom, and if you do have a rubber band and some cling wrap, that's better than nothing. I think that's what he said, maybe. The key word there is cling. Oh no, that sounds worse than nothing. Yeah, but I think that it encourages you to, whoa, we just laid that person the fuck out. It at least stops the sex. You can't say that. You can't say it doesn't stop the sex from happening. Didn't that PE teacher also tell you there were 3 types of sex? Yeah, my PE teacher in primary school led off the first lesson we had on sex ed with, all right, boys, there are 3 types of sex: oral, anal, and normal. And that was, as far as I remember, the end of the lesson because we did not stop screaming as that information entered our mind for the entire time. Oh, look at this. Hey, let's take that. Let's enjoy this beautiful day outside, huh? New person in the stream. Someone I respect. Here is a helpful hint. This is the thing that sparked all this off. It's me sharing how my brain works and people saying that it is not helpful. Okay. Here is a handy way to remember the difference between a psychiatrist and a psychologist. A psychologist has the word log in it, and a psychiatrist has the word tree in it, kind of, as TRI. So, what I do is I remember the thing you want to remember. Let me start again. You want to remember which of them can give you medicine, because one of them can give you medicine and the other one it just doesn't do that. The other one is just there to talk to. So you remember that by thinking to yourself, if I fell off a log, I wouldn't need medicine. Probably. But if I fell out of a tree, I would definitely need medicine. So you can remember psychiatrist is the medicine one. I legit just put my face in my hands and screamed. What's the European country where they drive on this side of the road? I think it's most of them. In England, they don't. Sorry, Pat, you weren't to know that you were laying a trap for me there, but I have forgotten. I've incorrectly answered the question, what side of the road do we drive on in Australia, several times. What is it, Jack? You gonna ask me what side of the road we drive on? We drive on the left-hand side. We drive on the left-hand side of the road. Did I get it? Yep. Right? Correct? 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 Yes! Only one way to celebrate that, everybody. Beautiful. Hauling ass with this big blue friend. What a beautiful day.
Left!
You piece of shit. Oh! Hey, Tom, you want to remember what side of the road we drive on? Log, left OG. That is genuinely going to help. Because there's no reason I would be thinking log if it was right. So, side of the road, log. Left. Oh, good. Why am I so bad at this? There's a job here I think we have to take. It's wind turbine tower from Esbjerg to Grimsby. You know I despise driving in Great Britain. But Grimsby as a place is so overly British that it flips back to charming for me. It feels like playing a dystopian version of Britain without them knowing that they're in a dystopian version of Britain. But also knowing that if they reached to parody it, they would find themselves absolutely incapable of doing it. Oh, I forgot I'm in England. Can we see you in the driver's seat? Here, let me... Oh, no. Oh! Oh, fuck, I'm in fucking Britain. Shit. Don't you dare. Your fault, no charge, free hit. No, your fault. Fucking cops. Sorry, I'm in Britain. Coppers. Okay, well, yeah, fair enough. You got me for that one. Dead to rights.